Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rumbling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Kingdom Come Deliverance, Blind. Now, last time I joined the Ratte Guard, and I'm supposed to go on patrol with this guy, Nightingale. So, let's talk to him.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Hans, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Hans must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the Lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro proto-notarius, the scribe.
Let it bake a bit, you'll be able
And
to
the
feed
jailhouse.
the whole
You
family
don't want to
with
see
fresh
the inside,
bread.
not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it.
The swordsmith lives here.
Bread, rolls and pretzels.
Rooms for your house. Rakes and hoes for your feet.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
If you won't go to the church, go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that manure pile not big enough for you?
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
What? That's not a good reason, because he's driving her away too. And to be honest, I understand his point. I think, you know, obviously that's not an enviable situation for those people reduced to begging, but I think they should limit themselves to like particular areas. For example, in front of a church is a good idea because, you know, according to Christian morality, people are supposed to give alms anyway. And like people suffering should have an option to turn to the house of God. But I understand that if he runs a business, he doesn't want beggars in front of his shop because obviously people would be reluctant to approach and it's a bit inconvenient.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms? Even to this witch only yesterday.
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any arms or not?
Yes.
From the armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
Okay, to be honest, I have higher authority than I have persuasion, but I like this option more because it's like more fair. We both give her something rather than this, which is like just talking him into doing it, which might kind of reek of hypocrisy on my part. Where this is straight up me just paying her, which I guess I can always do, I hope, even if this option fails. Yeah, I will try this, even though this is higher, just because I like this option more.
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad? Fine. Fine, have it your way.
God bless you, and you too, citizen. I won't be a nuisance no more, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
Okay, that went pretty well, all things considered. Is there an option to walk slowly? That would be of use sometimes, because I feel silly just running around him like in small increments. Toggle run. Caps lock. Okay.
Your old neighbors are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man.
Okay, I have to...
Then he retired from it. First to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir
I have to
Hanush-
pause for a second, so be right back. Okay, I'm back. I know that's a little bit of an unfortunate time to pause, but I sometimes think I must be afflicted with some kind of a curse. Whenever I sit down to play, there's always like a bajillion things that crop up that need doing. Okay, let's continue.
Time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
He actually walks quicker than I do. Interesting. He walks quicker than I walk, but slower than I run, which is pretty annoying. Because to keep up with him, I have to behave like an absolute weirdo. Like I have to intermittently run and walk.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. Look here.
See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard.
Is it forbidden to beg in this particular place?
Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hans saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Yeah, to be honest, I do kind of agree. You have to have some rules for where begging is allowed, and in front of the church is a good place, so I think people should...
Let's move along to the inner bailey.
People should respect that.
Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sassau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanish's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
I've lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now where might he have got to then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that,
I feel
would
quite
you?
hungry.
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale.
We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him. What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
What? Isn't that a bit hypocritical of him? Like, he just scolded this guy for drinking on duty, whereas now we're supposed to be conducting a patrol, and instead he wants to sit down and have a drink?
That fool got me all worked up.
Yeah, shouldn't we be all on patrol?
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break. Except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Sure.
Why not?
Are we playing for money?
Why, oh, why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
I guess not. Okay, that's a very decent opening. I'll keep that. Oh, he has like a special die. I guess that's his lucky die or something?
That's it.
Wait. So I guess the only scoring die I have are those. Damn it. I might lose that actually. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I've lost. Damn it, that's unfortunate, but.
Great. Just... Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind. The bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Okay. I guess the problem is I don't quite know where the market square specifically is. Like I know where the bell is because I saw it before near the rat house. Pickman. You mean like a pickpocket man? I would like to talk to him, but I'm afraid this task might be like time critical. Obviously I should announce the end of the day at the time that is specified for that and not like an hour later because I stopped to chat. Okay, he said it 3 times, right? Close the trader's tavern by the market square. Okay, so isn't this the exact one that we were just at? That's a bit weird if it is.
If he did it for free, he'd be...
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we could see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and planets. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and planets.
God save the bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Okay, unfortunately, I haven't gotten the hang of fist fighting. So
Let him have it, Sir Hans.
so I'm pretty sure he's going to kick my ass.
Insolent pup a lesson.
Unless he's like pretty bad, in which case maybe.
No quarter, sir. Teach that insolent pup.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities as the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Okay, so I imagine, you know, the hunt is tomorrow, so I have to wait. Meet Lord Capon at dawn in the courtyard of the upper castle. Okay, get father's sword back is probably not going to happen anytime soon. I would like to eat something. Do you sell any food?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. Sir Anish is convening the Rattay tourney again at the Upper Castle. It's always a great occasion with duels all day long. You can still enroll tomorrow, if you think you're good enough. And that's not all. Berthold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he still needs help? Oh, and another thing. You're the blacksmith's son from Scullets, ain't you? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Scullets refugees, but he's not sure who's good for what. He was moaning about it here yesterday.
Hmm.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, he does sell bread. Which is actually pretty cheap. Well, cheap. It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either. I think I'll buy it. Like, it spoils kind of quickly. But still, should last me for some time. Do I have anything to sell that he would buy? This is spoiled, so we can have it. Actually, I do want to keep the spirits. It might be useful for making potions or something. Okay, he doesn't want anything else. So, let's haggle for that.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Is this enough?
That's a poor offer. All right, so.
Okay, so I'll eat from a pot near the gate.
I was talking to some merchant from Prague about it. He said it's like that all over.
Well, why is that then?
Well, the roads ain't safe, so they have to hire armed escorts. And them fellas don't come cheap.
On account of brigands, like?
Aye, they're all over.
That damn Sigismund and his bloody heathens. In King Charles's day, we had peace and calm everywhere.
Those days are gone. God preserve us.
Okay, I'll take out a torch because obviously it's required. And I'll go back to the gates. I'll sleep there because there's also a pot there. Not to mention the game will save if I do that. So overall that seems like a decent enough idea. I have to wake up before dawn, because obviously I wouldn't like to get to be late for my hunt with with Sir Capon, because obviously it's supposed to be a punishment for both of us. Rattay Parish Priest. Okay, interesting. Can we talk about anything specific? Not really.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
Okay, he doesn't have anything specific to say.
You know.
Oh, why can't I eat from that? Okay, I'll eat like a piece of bread. Oh, it's actually very nourishing. Okay, and sleep and save. It's very embarrassing to say, but I've just noticed that the numbers on the clock are just regular Arabic numerals all around. It's obviously it's kind of obvious with some of them, for example 7, 8, and so on. But at first I didn't like, you know, those were just like squiggly lines to me. But it's a regular 24-hour clock, and the hours are specifically numbered. So I guess dawn is like at 5. So what hour would I need? I guess it's I don't want to be late. I think this should be although damn it, can I cancel it? Because if I wake up at a different place, I won't have enough time to go back, right? So that's why I cancelled prematurely. Because, okay, I'm still at the same place. So I will need to do something for like an hour or two. I guess I can just wait. Yeah, maybe that's better. A better idea. So let's... Why can't I eat from this pot? Cook an item. I can't cook bread. Exactly. It says the tourney is today, but does it mean that if I don't enroll, it's not going to... happening at Rattay today? Is it not going to reappear ever? Because if so, maybe I should enroll. Like, I'm pretty sure I am going to lose, but at least... Okay, am I stuck? It's entirely possible.
What's the matter, laddie? Need to shit?
I kind of feel like I'm stuck. What do I do with this? Okay, I don't know what to do. Great, and I hurt my foot. In addition to everything.
I feel quite hungry.
To everything else. Okay, that's a bit of a silly situation. Okay, there's someone sleeping right next to the chest. I wanted to open that again for practice, but I guess I'll have to eat from the pot. And now eat a piece of bread as well. Great. I'm a little torn about the tourney, specifically. Well, I have to go. I have to go to the upper castle anyway, because that's where I'm supposed to meet Lord Capon. It's dawn. So, oh, I forgot to take out a torch. I'm technically a criminal right now. Can't I wear... Okay, I can't wear... Or I can. Interesting. Main hand. Ah, obviously. I guess he drops the... he keeps the torch in the offhand. Yeah. Okay. Although that doesn't necessarily make sense, because as long as I do not actually hold the shield, it's on my back, right? So it should be able to stay there. I guess I can wash myself before I approach Sir Capon. Okay, so it's supposed to be over here. Let's wait for like an hour. Okay, it should be... it should be dawn pretty soon. Okay, he's already here. Give me a second. Okay, so let's talk to him.
Here I am.
I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse?
Good point. Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a good dog.
But, sir, isn't there a horse I could borrow?
Oh, certainly. Why don't you just have mine? Or, then again, you can just run alongside as befits a peasant. God be with you.
Okay. So I guess I am going to run after him. Like, in a way, I almost enjoy him as a character, because he's just so detached from reality, you know, from a lifetime of nobility. That is actually kind of enjoyable to watch him behave like he's the king of the world, and I'm some, you know, commoner animal. Obviously, it's extremely belittling to Henry himself as a character, but I, as the player, am actually a bit entertained by it.
Hurry up, blacksmith! Look here, blacksmith. About that business at the alehouse.
Yes, sir.
Anush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. but that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. You understand?
Yes. I was just...
What? Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was, a little upset.
Ah! I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honor, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like now.
I didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
Okay, can't pick up those flowers. I was already kind of excited about it. Although that would have been madness, like, look at how many of them are here.
Let us talk of something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
Okay, I should perhaps refrain from picking up every flower I see just for, like, you know, half an hour until we've finished the hunt. Oh! Once again, wasn't expecting this. It's quite a journey we're making. Objective failed. Is it going to repeat?
We'll make camp here.
I really hope so. I hope it's like a seasonal affair, like, you know, every month or every week or something. Okay, I don't need the torch anymore, obviously. Bring him wine and bacon from his saddlebag. Okay.
Coming up, sir.
At long last. So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
I am, although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
How come Hanush looks after you anyway?
For a start, he doesn't look after me. I'm not an infant blacksmith's boy. Hanush is just managing my property until I'm an adult.
When will that happen?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that you seem quite adult to me already, sir.
Well, it's hard to say. Before he died, my father appointed a council of nobles to decide the matter. Only they can't be bothered travelling halfway across the country just to assess the claim of some stripling. Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be necessary. The king would decide on my adulthood. Only...
The king is gone.
Just so.
If I may ask, sir, what does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored, I can tell you. There was always some courtier or teacher dogging my footsteps. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush. Governing is no joke. At least most of the time. Only last week I had to listen to complaints from my subjects.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard. And sir, that old hag put a spell on my cow, and sir, my old woman is fucking half the village.
Like a flock of sheep, bleating all the time. Even study is more interesting.
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
What? Humans? But...
You should see your face! I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares too, eh?
But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them. It's not easy for me to talk about, sir. My parents were killed right in front of my eyes.
Well, couldn't you do anything about it? I mean to say, didn't Radzig put up a defense?
They caught us unprepared. There was no time for anything. I wanted to save my parents, but I was too late.
All right, then. I was only asking.
I'm not a coward, if that's what you're getting at, sir.
I never said you were.
And I'd never let anyone call me one. Not even a noble.
More honor to you. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today. But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Wait until dawn. So what hour is it? Wait, it's already 9? Well, 9:30, 8:30 anyway. It doesn't look like it, like it's pretty bright, whereas it should be dusk pretty soon. Now, it seems he doesn't care if I take things from here. There is a villager's bow, as well as some kind of a knife, and some dried food. So overall, those are all pretty useful things, I would say. Okay, type hunting sword. Okay, it's better than my bludgeon. Which I am actually considering throwing out. But to be honest, that wouldn't help anyway. What's the heaviest thing I have? Well, the gambeson, obviously. Those are all the things I wear on my body. I have 2 torches, so I could drop one, I guess. It's still in pretty good condition. I'll eat a piece of bread. It's also pretty heavy, actually. And it will spoil soon enough. Obviously, during the hunt, I might need to run, so that's why I'm considering what to drop. Like, it's kind of pricey. I would prefer to keep that. Okay, I have to drop some of those. What is it? I have like 7 over the limit. Yeah, it's a pity, but you know, they are not so costly. Like, it's only 0.1 groschen per a piece of a nettle, but and you know, they grow everywhere, so it's not really that big of a deal. Anything else we can talk about?
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Sir?
Not now, blacksmith. Keep it for morning. Good luck then.
To be honest, it's going to be hilarious if my Somnambulant perk activates and I wake up in some totally different place. But it's not like I have much of a choice. I have to go to sleep. Okay, that should be the right hour. Okay, but I am going to go on the hunt in the next episode, because this episode has been long enough. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.